Alright guys, I'm having an afternoon tying some rigs, so I thought I'll set the camera up and show you guys the rig that I'm currently tying. So this is known as like a wrecking rig using some muppets. They're cheap muppets that I've got off Amazon. I think it was like a pack of 10 for about £4. So yeah, not very expensive. The line I'm using for the rig body is £70 line. I do a lot of fishing up in the Bristol Channel, which is a lot of like sandbanks and shingle and stuff. Isn't overly snaggy. So £70 for me works ample. And the way this rig works as well, you double up in certain parts of the rig. So that £70 line becomes £140 line. If you was to be fishing this over a very snaggy wreck, sorry, couldn't get my words out then, you would obviously use much heavier line. But all we're going to do is tie like a swivel or whatever you're going to use to tie this rig onto your main line. So for me, swivel is the easiest thing. And then we're going to set the first one down, say around 8 or so inches. You're going to then get yourself a good foot or so, loop that round, so you've got your first loop like so, and then we're just going to take this round, say 5 or 6 times. Bit fiddly to be fair. So this is what we're looking for. So you've got your main loop, and then you've got a loop that you've just created by wrapping it around the line 5 or 6 times. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take this part and put it back through there. Sorry, it's so much easier when you're just tying it. I'm trying to do it step by step to show you guys. And then wet it down, give it a good pull. There we are. So that's your first one done. So this is what the Muppet connects to. I'll show you that, but we're going to do another one. And then we're going to set down around another foot, and then same detail as what we've just done, create another loop, and then we're just going to go around that a couple more times. Yeah, so fiddly, sorry guys. 1, 2, 3, 5, and then your main loop back through this one like so. Right, so we've got your swivel, your first loop, and then again another foot or so down your second loop, and then you will set it down then to put your weight on there. Right, so once you've got your rig now, we're going to attach the Muppets onto there. So with your Muppet, you've got to pierce them yourself. So what I do is just get my scissors, the point of it, and create just a little pinhole in each one. And then all we're going to do is thread these on to your loops. Like so. And then your second one. I haven't got my glasses on either. Right, so it should look something like this. Swivel, your first one with your Muppet, and then same detail, and then the bottom of the rig then to attach your weight. And then when it comes to putting a hook on there, I've only got some size 5.0s, 5.0J hooks, but one good thing about this rig is when you are fishing, you know, snaggy grounds and your hooks that, you know, the points to lose their edge, all you're going to do, got your muppet with the loop on there, where you can see the loop coming through by here. You're literally going to put this through. Oh my God, need my glasses. Finally, just going to get it through and then put the hook through on itself. That is it. It's as good as that. And then when your bait is on it, then you can present the muppet just over the bait. All this does, guys, is just extra traction. And not only that, you're doubling your chances. It's pretty much just like a 2-hook flap, you know, it's like a scratching rig, but on steroids for the bigger fish. And then, you know, that what this does, it gives you the luxury of being able to swap hook sizes as well. If you want to fish bigger, literally just take that off. Easy as that. So yeah, just thought I'd pop on and do that for you, just to show you a basic wrecking rig with some muppets on there.